Well, let's get you an update of a political row that seems to have erupted in Karnataka after the Assembly Speaker and Congress leader U.T Khader's remarks on tough policing has triggered a war of words between the Congress and the BJP. Now, U.T Khader seems to have reported reference to a model of dealing with criminals targeting their limbs, and that has now been interpreted as the BJP by an endorsement of what they call as the Yogi Model in UP to control crime. The BJP has claimed that even the Congress leaders are now being forced to acknowledge the effectiveness of UP government's crackdown on crime.
So fear ಬರ್ಬೇಕು anti-social elementsಗೆ ಅವತ್ತು ಸಂದೀಪ್ ಪಾಟೀಲ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಸಾಲೆ ಶೂಟೇ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರು. 4-5 ಆದಾಗ ಐ ವಾಸ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್. ಐ ಆಮ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಉದಾಹರಣೆ. ಯಾರು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿ ರೌಡಿಸಮ್ ಡಕಾಯತೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನೇರವಾಗಿ ಶೂಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿ ಲೆಗ್ ಆರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್. ನೀವು ನಂಬಲಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ, ಒಂದು ವಾರ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ರೌಡಿಗಳು ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯೂ ನಿಂತು, ಒಂದವ್ರ ತಾಯಿ ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಹೆಂಡತಿ ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಇನ್ನೂ ಮದುವೆ ಆಗೋರ ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಕಮಿಷನರ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಿ ಇವನೆಲ್ಲ ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಈಗ ರೌಡಿಸಮ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ನಾನು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ತಾಯಿ ಇದ್ದವ ಇನ್ನು ಮುಂದೆ ಆಗುವ ಹೆಂಡತಿ ಬಂದು ಕೂಗುದಿತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಕೆಲವು. ಸೊ ಆ ರೀತಿ ಒಂದು ಫೇರ್ ರೂಲ್ ನೀಡ್ ಕಾನೂನು ಕೂಡ ಬೇಕು, ಅದ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಫಿಯರ್ ಕೂಡ.
Well, let's connect with Akshara on this. So, Akshara, what is the indication that the minister here seems to be giving? Is he under some sort of an influence there, especially when we talk about the government model and the crackdown against crimes and criminals that seems to be happening in Uttar Pradesh?
Well, you see, this statement was made by U.T Khader while addressing the police officials there. He held a review meeting in Dakshina Kannada district, and speaking regarding the crime in that particular area, he cited this particular incident, stating that when the Sandeep was the commissioner there, he used to shoot at sight, and that created a fear among the criminals. So that way law and order was brought under control. That's the shocking statement that is coming in from U.T Khader, where he is implying that such measures should be undertaken to ensure that law and order should be maintained. And it has raised eyebrows from many sections of the society, questioning the minister's statement. In order to maintain the law and order, the police system should be strengthened. There is a judicial system. There's various other mechanisms that needs to be done to ensure that law and order is maintained and the society functions in a proper manner. But this is not the way, is the questions that are being raised by this shocking statement that has come in from U.T Khader is clearly implying the fact that such fear must be instilled among the criminals through citing the various incidents that have taken place before. So that's the shocking statement that has come forward from U.T Khader, and many are questioning the statement, the misdirection of this particular statement of U.T Khader.
Right, but what seems to be the indication here? I mean, the BJP now seems to be accusing and asking, the Karnataka model of government and of tough policing. Is this something that, are they acknowledging the effectiveness of the UP government's crackdown on crime?
Well, you see, he has not made a clear statement, acknowledging the UP model, but he has seen citing the previous incidents that are taken place in Mangaluru, stating that UT Khader feels that when such actions were being taken by the police officials here, so law and order was in place, and the crime rates were come down, and the rowdy shooters are also the anti-social elements were kept under check. So that's what he is citing. Is not explicitly mentioned about the Yogi model. He's seen saying that when such measures are being undertaken, the criminals and also the anti-social elements will be kept under check, is what UT Khader is saying.
All right. Thank you very much, Akshara, for joining us. Well, that seems to be what the BJP's point of view is, because after this political row that seems to have erupted on UT Khader's remark when he speaks on tough policing, that has now triggered a war of words between the Congress and the BJP. And he seems to have reported a reference to the model of dealing with criminals by targeting their limbs that has now been interpreted by the BJP as an endorsement of what they call as the Yogi model when it comes to controlling crime in Uttar Pradesh. Now, the BJP is of the point of view, and they are saying that the Congress leaders are now being forced to acknowledge the effectiveness of the UP government's crackdown. Let's listen into the BJP's point of view.
Even Congress party and its leaders are forced to acknowledge that the model of Yogi Adityanath ji in maintaining law and order in Uttar Pradesh, zero tolerance against crimes and criminals, mafia, rowdies, is a successful model, because U.T Khader, minister in the Karnataka government, is advocating similar policy in Karnataka too. On the one hand, Congress party will cry copiously for mafias, gundas, especially in the name of vote bank politics. On the other hand, their own leaders will acknowledge that hard zero tolerance measures are required in order to control crimes and mafia. And it is because of this zero tolerance that Uttar Pradesh, which used to be in one place led by a party that promoted Gundaraj, has now come to Kanun Ka Raj. Now we can see that the criminals who used to create fear are now living in fear. Today we see how Uttar Pradesh government, there has been a drastic drop in riots, killings, kidnappings, rapes, and a rise in conviction rates. And this shows that the Yogi Adityanath government is extremely successful.
Well, that seems to be, the BJP's point of view as far as when it comes to tough policing is concerned, saying that even the Karnataka model seems to be influenced or in a way suggesting that it is better to take up the same measures that the UP government and the police there takes when it comes to handling of crime.